It's been a sorrowful few weeks as Nigerians try to come to grips with the killing of over 73 people in Benue State by suspected headsmen.
Welcome you back to the plenary of the House.
It's a matter the Speaker of the House of Representatives dwells on as he welcomes lawmakers back to plenary in the new year.
The accentuation of violent crimes is a chronic symptom of defects in our security architecture, which we must fix. Therefore, call on Mr. President to apply maximum sanctions on public officers who are derelict in the performance of their constitutionally assigned responsibilities.
The matter is also considered as a motion which draws different emotions from lawmakers.
But for as long as a government, we cannot provide an enabling environment, you cannot wake up one fine morning, make a law, and ban open grazing when you have not provided an alternative. It's not going to be possible.
We are not saying we don't want you in Benue State. We are not saying don't come to Benue. We are saying come to Benue and take this land, pay for it. I have not seen a Yoruba man going to Kano to take land for cocoa free of charge. I have not seen. I have not seen a thief man going to Plateau or even Kwara to take land to farm his yams for free. These are businesses, for crying out loud.
Let's even talk about just the past administration. Where is the 100 billion naira that President Jonathan gave for the establishment of the grazing reserves to the governors? Have we seen any one reserve? Have we tested, anyone? Have we brought any of the governors to book?
We expect the President of Nigeria to come and intercede in this matter. The security agencies have failed. We were with him yesterday, Mr. Speaker. We were with the President, and our take-home was nothing.
The House resolves to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the matter and report back to the House in 4 weeks.
Distinguished colleagues,
Meanwhile, in the Senate President condemns the killings in his welcome address and calls on the ad hoc committee on security, which had investigated the matter, to present its report.
The violence and mayhem in Benue is a manifestation of a larger national security crisis that, if not attended to, could result in detracting the unity and cohesion of the nation by destroying its rural economy and the means of the people's livelihood. It is very clear from our interaction that some faceless people are sponsoring and harboring the well-trained foreign mercenary elements and using them to unleash violence and criminality in Nigeria's rural space.
A debate then follows.
In the report that was presented before us, federal government was mentioned about 7 times, and we are all part of the federal government. The security of this country is under the control, the directive of the Commander-in-Chief. Why are you shying away from calling on the President to wake up and stand up and protect this country?
Considering the recommendations of the committee, the Senate condemned the killings and has given the Inspector General of Police 14 days to investigate the matter and arrest those responsible.
You also in the resolution mandated that some of the discussions here we need to convey to Mr. President to tell him what we have discussed today and the seriousness at which we have taken the issues. It is a wake-up call for him, it's a wake-up call for us, a wake-up call for this government. We must frontally address this issue.
This is not the first time resolutions will be taken on this matter in the National Assembly. It remains to be seen if this time their words will bring action. Lanre Lasese, Channels Television News.
Well, keeping our focus on those developments, as you have also seen them being highlighted in some of the front pages. But let's get to Abuja for more on that matter. Mark.
Well, thank you, Chamberlain. Joining us right now is Mr. Moshood Jimo, who is the force PRO of the Nigeria Police. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you.
And a Happy New Year to you.
I wish you the same. Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians.
It's just that, you know, in recent times, I mean, the situations that we have been saying concerning security have not been particularly happy. We recall what happened on New Year's Day in Benue State, and we've seen that the Inspector General of Police has relocated to the state. But this is just yesterday, 5 more people were said to have been killed in fresh attacks, despite the presence of the police and despite the presence of over 600 policemen deployed to Benue State. What is happening?
Thank you so much. I want to, first of all, by saying that nobody is happy about the situation in Benue State, and that's why the force has been on ground. The police personnel in Benue State are far beyond 600 personnel. The state have thousands of police personnel deployed across all the local governments in the state, and equally in the towns and probably the cities, to ensure that we sustain the level of peace that have been restored in the state. But when you have such a crisis of that what they call it as a scale that has occurred before, you're still going to record a certain pocket of incident that will happen, and we are still pushing them down and ensuring that those who are perpetrating this are arrested. It's not 5 like we said. 2 corpses of 2 women were found in Gumai yesterday by the police, and some SCPs were recovered at the scene, and we're still going to look at what is the cause of this latest attack in that village. And equally of significance to know that the police have prevented the crisis from spreading beyond Guma and local government area of Benue State. And equally, there's an incident where the Fulani settlement were equally attacked in another area, which is close towards Enugu.